Good morning. Today is the 29th of December. We've only got 2 days left on the cruise. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end eventually. So for today, we're at sea. We are spending the whole day at sea. Tomorrow we arrive at Barbados, which is great. And then tomorrow we have a tour called the Best of Barbados, which would be our last our last tour, our last excursion. So I'll try and get the most of it as I can. But for today, seeing as we're at sea and we're just sailing around, well, sailing towards Barbados, I just thought may as well take you on a bit of a cruise ship tour, I guess. I can sort of show you the layout of the ship, what they've got, and I'll give you a quick tour of the facilities they have and what options they have and things like that. So yeah, today, seeing as we're at sea, I'll do that. I'll make some other content for you guys to see what the cruise ship is like. So the first thing I'm going to show you here is the TV in the room. The reason is because I find there's quite a lot of features on it, and I think some of you might find this interesting. So you've got your TV programs, got a bunch of modern stuff on here, children's TV, so you've got children, that's really good for keeping them entertained in the room. You've also got live TV as well. Now, we didn't really watch much live TV. I don't personally watch live TV anyway. You've also got films on here. Because it's Christmas time, there's a lot of Christmas films on here at the time. There's also older films and newer ones as well. I think we watched the new Doctor Strange on here at one point as well, so it's good to sort of chill out to at the end of the night. And then you've also got radio as well. Again, we didn't really spend enough time in the room to listen to radio. I don't normally listen to radio anyway either. And then you got the cruise info. So this is the sort of navigation. It shows you all the stops we've been to, where we are currently. It even shows you like what your location is, and the route that we're going to as well, and all the stops that we've been to. And it even shows you like the yellow line is our route at the time. And then you've got the weather screen, so it shows you the temperature as well, and what it's like. Really useful for when you dock at a stop and you can see what it's like outside. The ship webcam, so there's 3 different webcams on the ship. It's live. I only show you one here because we're just at sea anyway, so there's not really much to see. There's also the safety video. I just went past it. There's a safety video that was playing when we got into the room at the beginning. You've also got information here about P&O as a whole, so if you wanted to book your next cruise and how to go about doing it, what discounts you get, that kind of thing. And here I think I go back to so my holiday. It shows you information about the cruise itself, so what's going on entertainment wise, what you can do on the ship, where the restaurants are. You've also got this section here which shows you all the stops that we went on during this cruise, so all the sort of different islands we went to and what days we were going there as well. Aside from that, you've got here the sort of shopping side of the islands, so it shows you everywhere we're going to go or we have been at this point, and sort of a few videos here and there of the sort of points of interest and the good shopping areas, duty free, all that kind of good stuff. So it kind of can prepare you for your stop if you are going to be exploring the islands when you get off. We mainly did all our excursions, so we were busy anyway, but we did sort of hang around the duty free area after a bit to do a bit of light shopping for souvenirs and stuff. So the first thing I want to show you is the map of the ship itself. As you can see, you've got different floors here and we refer to them as decks. You've got the main lifts in the middle of the ship, and then you've got lifts and stairs at the back and the front of the ship as well. Now here are the different decks and what's on them. We've got decks 8 to 15, which are where all your cabins are, so your bedrooms, and then all the other decks as well, the restaurants and places to go to are. You can find these at every stairs and lift on the ship. So the first place will start on the top left of the map, which is the arena bar. On deck 18, you've got this little arena bar here, right next to the arena, so where you can play basketball and other sports as well. Really great views and really cool to sort of chill at. You can see my hand here. It was very windy on the top here, so I had to sort of steady the phone itself and my camera. So as you can see, you've got the basketball arena, and you've also got a little place that you can play golf as well. Here is the promenade, which is basically sort of a walkway between the main part of the top deck where all the sunbeds are. Really cool place to chill and sort of hang out with some drinks and just sort of sunbathe. And then this sort of leads towards the end of the ship as well. This is the terrace pool, right next to the right at the bottom of the arena bar, and you can sort of hang out here. Really great views. Then we move on to the reef. The reef is kind of like your daycare, so this is where you can sort of book in activities for the children, and the staff here will keep them entertained and will keep them occupied, so you can go and relax and do whatever you want to do on the ship. Next to that is the cookery club. Now, I'm not really sure what this is, but from what I can gather, I didn't actually go myself, but you can do like cooking classes here, but they're only at certain times and you do need to book in to do them, which is interesting, I guess. Next to that, ironically, is the gym. And the gym has everything you need. You've got treadmills, we've got bikes, we've got cross trainers, weights, and I've got to admit, I definitely did not spend any time here whatsoever, apart from making this video when I went to explore. This is the first time I stepped into the gym just to get this footage to show what it looks like. Next to the gym, you got the sun terrace. This is a little walkway as well. It's like a little bit so you can go into the ship and downstairs, and it's towards the middle as well. Next we have the Serenity pool and bar. This area is adults only, so you don't see any children here. Next to it you also have the retreat, which is part of the spa package that you can book in. I didn't end up going to the retreat, I just stayed out here where this terrace pool is, the Serenity bit. You do have to pay and book in for the retreat. Below that you've got the crow's nest. So this is at the front of the ship. It's a bar area where you can sort of hang out and chill with these amazing views. These windows sort of slope down so you can see what's coming up. I myself didn't spend much time here again until like maybe the last couple of days. You can host parties here. This little telescope actually works. You can have board game here as well, and they've got loads of different activities you can do with the family or in a group. And it's got some nice calming music to it as well, which is great. A very quiet chill out spot if you don't want to go to the pool. Next you've got the library. Now the library, as you can see, you've got computers here, you can access the web, and just amazing views again, and you can sort of chill and read a book if you'd like as well. I'm not sure if you can sort of borrow them and take them to your room though. I never really stepped into there apart from making the video again. So next you've got the Marlowe suite and the Ivory suite. These are function rooms that you can sort of hire out, I'm guessing for things like weddings and things like that, and you can sort of have your own little private function. Next you have the Epicurean restaurant, one of the restaurants here on the ship that you can book in a table for. I didn't end up going here at all, but it looked nice. Then you've got the sort of the pool, the main pool area on deck 16. You've got the pizzeria, the Lido grill, and Lido bar is all in the same spot there. It's right next to each other, and during the day you can have like pizzas, burgers, and then you can see the main two pool areas itself, so you can see sort of where everyone's just sort of hangs out. This is probably the most busiest area of the ship during the daytime. Loads of people playing in the pool here with the gorgeous weather. Opposite that is the Riviera bar, which is this side where you can get drinks. There's also a ice cream parlor on the other side as well. This is a really big sun deck chair for Britannia. So yeah, this is the ice cream bar, and you can get coffees as well. Amazing. You can just sort of hang out here. Then you've got the Horizon restaurant, which is basically the buffet. This is all included. You've got like breakfast, lunch and dinner here, and the food was actually really good. There's also a separate part called the beach house that they separated, which is sort of like a private, it's all the same area. As you can see, it's all sort of sectioned off, but I'm not sure if you need to book in to sit there, or we just sort of stayed in the main bit of the Horizon restaurant. I think maybe the beach house is more for the VIP guests, I'm not too sure, but the main restaurant was enough for us. Then you have the Sunset Bar, which is the back of the ship. Is another bar that you can sort of chill at and watch the sights. Then you have the Live Lounge, which is this sort of converts into a nightclub during the night, and this is sometimes have live music as well. Came here a few times during the night. Then you have the Sindhu restaurant, which is like a sort of South Asian cuisine. You do have to book in here, and you do have to pay separate as well. So it's not included in the sort of all-inclusive. Did want to try here. The menu looked really good, but we never got the chance to. Maybe next time. Then you have the studio, which is basically the cinema on the ship, and they've got a few showings a day. I did notice there were some repeat films on, like I think one of them was Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and you can bring drinks and snacks in here as well, which is really cool. I didn't end up coming in here to watch a film, but I just was too busy doing other stuff. Then you have the photo gallery. Any photos, they have like photo sections during the formal nights. As you can see on the side, you can get them printed off and ordered as well and sent to your home, and you can sort of browse them. And then on the end here, you've got sort of a cosmetics shop as well. Next, this area is basically where they can sell you the next cruise. So you've got like a loyalty program, and you can sort of book your next cruise with a huge discount if you was to book there. Next to that, you have the Glass House, which is right next to the Java, which is a bar and a sort of cafe, basically, on either side. There's also a sort of outdoors balcony area on this deck as well, just to the side of us, which I'll show you in a sec. Yep, there we go. Out here, the balcony smoking area. A lot of the time it was warmer outside than it was in because they have aircon in. See all the people just sunbathing here. And if you looked up, you can see all the deck's balconies, is that the cabin balconies as well. Next, I'll show you the Crystal Room. They have live music here, and this is where they hold things like karaoke. They also had like a comedy night here as well at one point. I'm showing you a wall there, I don't know why. But yeah, no, so it sort of goes round here. Quite a lot of seating, and they've got a bar on the corner as well. They do have table service. You just sort of show them the cruise card and they just sort of scan it. And then this leads to the Headliners Theatre. The Headliners Theatre sort of goes across two decks because it's just a huge sort of auditorium room. During the day they do have rehearsals in there, so you can't go in. You can only go in during the when the shows are on, and you can sort of book yourself in to go see them. They even showed the World Cup on the first couple of days that we got there because the World Cup was still going on. So this is the floor, well sorry, the deck below, and then this Headliners Theatre's door leads into the casino. So you can access Headliners Theatre multiple different ways. So this is the casino, and it's also linked to Brody's Bar. It's all the same sort of area, and it's just sort of walled off, as you can see. Loads of different games you can do at the casino, like roulette, poker, blackjack. So next to that here, so you can see the casino's on the right hand side, and then through the middle and down the left is basically Brody's Bar. Now I don't know if you saw the other vlogs, but this is where my guy was giving me some free drinks, and you can play some pool here and just hang out, get a couple of drinks and chill and chat. It got really packed in here during the night and during the World Cup. Then you've got the duty-free shops. So this is where you can do your shopping. You've got one deck on both sides, all duty-free shops. So things like bags, perfume, aftershave, you've got clothing, all duty-free here. Then on the end here, you've got the Peninsula restaurant, one of the 3 restaurants you can book in to eat at in the evening. We did come here a few times, and this is also where we came to do our sort of muster station thing. So this is like sort of the health and safety place we went to. Amazing restaurant, they do really good steaks. So this Oriental restaurant we couldn't go through, as you can see on the map here. You actually had to go up one deck to deck 6, walk to the end of the ship, and then walk back down the stairs behind me to actually get to this point. So we only came here once for breakfast towards the end of the actual trip. Here you've got the Meridian restaurant. So this one we went to a couple of times as well, right beneath the peninsula on deck 5. So this you had to sort of book ahead as well, which you can do on the, not the app, but you can turn it into an app when you're on the website onto the P&O Cruise. Here you've got the sort of main area on deck 5. On your left you've got the Blue Bar, on the right you've got the Market Cafe. It's a huge area to sort of sit and relax and have a couple of drinks with your friends and family. This is where they also have live music as well, so you've got a piano there in the middle, and where you can also take photos, like sort of professional photos you can order. There's also a gallery in the corner, if you can see right in front there. You can buy art from that side and you can pick it up on the end of your cruise. This area gets also really busy during the sort of formal evenings as well, where everyone's sort of all dressed up and nice and posh. And there's all your paintings on the corner. Yeah, just an amazing place to just sort of hang out, relax, have a couple of drinks. Here we've got the Limelight Club. So here they have live sort of comedy shows, and they've also got live music that you can book in for. This isn't part of the sort of inclusive part, so this one you book in, there is like an entry fee, but it's really nice in here, and you just sort of get your drinks and just watch some entertainment as you do. We didn't actually go in here for anything, but it does look nice, and as I was walking past on one of the evenings, looked really fun. Here we've got the Holiday Essentials, which is basically the shop on board. In here you can buy things like souvenirs, chocolate, snacks, drinks for the room. You've also got this reception area opposite. So any problems with your cruise card or anything to do with your rooms or anything like that, Wi-Fi, you just sort of sort it out at the reception. So here you've got the Explorers Hub, which is basically where you book all of your excursions while you're on different islands. We booked all of ours online before the cruise, so we didn't actually have to come here. And then this at the end, we've got the Oasis Spa and Health Club, where you can book all your spa treatments, so things like massages, exclusive use of like different spa pools, saunas and things. We didn't actually end up using it. You do have to pay an extra fee to book. And that is it for the P&O Britannia ship tour. So I've showed you everything there is to show. These are just some extra shots that I hope you enjoy, that I didn't end up including in just because they're on like little different sides of the ship, not really got like a specific point on the map. If you have been on this ship before, leave us a comment. Let us know which was your favourite part and what you got up to. There were some absolutely breathtaking views on this ship. And that is it for this tour of the P&O Britannia. I hope you have found this interesting as well as enjoyable. Is that even a word, enjoyable? I hope so. Anyway, yes, I hope you enjoyed it. And there is a little bonus clip I'd like to add on the end here for you to have a laugh at. Man, I'll tell you what, next time I come on a cruise, bring my suit jacket. Today, another formal night, and I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna wear my waistcoat, because I thought, you know what, I don't want to be mistaken for a waiter again, yeah? Thinking, yeah, shirt, bow tie, that'll do, trousers and all that. Had my dinner, chilled out, it was at a buffet, it was fine. And then I went to go get some fruit, and there was a guy stood there. He wasn't even in formals, he was in like shorts and t-shirts, because it's not like really compulsory, because it's, if you're not going down for like a proper meal, then you don't need to. But we was gonna go down and have a walk around afterwards. Anyway, so I was waiting for him, and he picks up a bowl of fruit, puts it on his tray, and he looks around and he was like, excuse me, do you have any cream for this fruit? And I'm like, I don't know, I don't work here. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then the guy behind the counter is like, you want some cream? Here you go. He's like, oh, thanks. And then he just looks at me embarrassed and walks away. And man, was I annoyed. I made the effort of not wearing my waistcoat, and I thought, sure, it's just fine. But still get mistaken for a waiter. First few times, so I mentioned before that people mistaken me for one, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. First time was I was stood over by the bar, and they was giving out complimentary sort of like champagne kind of thing. So I stood over there. It was either champagne or like elderflower, like sparkling elderflower thing. And I was waiting to get one for my mum as well. The non-alcoholic stuff, they had to get it from a different bar, so I was waiting there. This was the first time, so I had the waistcoat on. And a guy comes up to me and goes, oh, you don't sell beer here, do you? And I'm like, I don't know, I don't work here. And then he was like, oh yeah, alright then. Oh, I'll go over there then, shall I? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't work here. So I was like, I'll just go over there. So he went, and then second time was I was waiting for my mum. She went to the toilets, and then a group come walking past and goes, and they just asked me like, where's this disco supposed to be? I'm like, what? I didn't know why they were asking me. I thought they thought that I should know, and I'm just like, what? And then they was like, where's this disco supposed to be? I was like, what disco? And then they pause and then realize and goes, oh, I'm so sorry, I thought you worked here. I was like, oh, all right, no, that's not me, I don't know. And then the other time was I was walking towards the bar, so the bar where my guy gives me free drinks, because you got to go through the bar to get to the theatre, and we had a theatre show booked, me and Mum, Jenny and Saab, and I was walking over, and a lady goes, oh, I'm really sorry to bother you, but do you know where? And I was like, I don't work here. I just cut her off. I was like, I don't work here. And she's like, oh right, okay, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's fine, I'll just walk. No, it's fine, don't worry about it. And I just walked off. How many is that? 3. The other time was trying to think now, this was probably in between that, but I think I was out by the pool, but there was not many people there. And then someone come up to me, like, oh, someone spilt something over there. And then I'm just like, Mum's loving it. Someone spilt something over there. I was like, I must have one of them faces, you know? I don't know, I must have one of them faces. I didn't know whether to like, oh yeah, I'll go get someone, and then or be like, I just don't work here. I don't know what you want me to do about it. You know, I don't know where the cleaning closet is or anything. But yeah, I think that today was the 5th time, and I was hoping without the waistcoat it won't happen, but still happened. Goddamn. Bring my suit jacket next time. But it's fine, you know. This was the last night of the formal nights, so we don't have to do that anymore. Thank God. No more being mistaken for waiter anymore.
Have you switched the aircon on full?
No?
So I turned it off. I was really cold when I came back.
You're always cold. So yeah, no more formal nights. Don't have to worry about that anymore. And the thing is, I'd probably be out, maybe getting a couple of drinks, maybe visit my mate at the bar tonight. But I don't want to go out and be mistaken for waiter anymore. So I decided I'll just go tomorrow when it's not a black tie evening night. Then I don't have to worry about that anymore. And besides, because I've eaten so much in the last, like, almost 2 weeks now, man's gotten big, and shirt's starting to feel a bit tight. Do you know what I mean? But it's the holidays, it's Christmas, that would have happened anyway. Plus on top of that, I'm on holiday, so of course it's a bit of a double whammy with you know, increase in the body size.